would throw here. Stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Gorkhuber's got it! He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40, he could go all the way! Oh my goodness! Here is Talon Witt, he's gonna pitch it out. Now it's a pass, Mason Witt wide open as Thomas Hendricks. He's gonna go for the touchdown! So it ends up being a Falls. Now the Cardinals look to go on offense here. Here's Julian Ramos. He'll take a shot, and he finds it back. Now I've got a ball threaded through and a chance here. Coming up the left side, and here's a shot and a goal! Send it back over, Rupert with the dig. Simple, back setting for Croc. Her hit dug out. Ramsey will set it up to Reller again. Rejected! Oh my! And work the puck back into the outer's end. Thorson trying to bring it out front. Now here's a shot and a score! Now another rebound, that gets blocked. Breakout pass, Thornburg up the right side. He's got room, takes the shot, save made. For a forward 1.5 somersault pike. He's up high on the... Well, it looked to be fairly solid there.
This move that bail as a release move is a difficult move that they want to see as one of the required skills to her Giants.
Yep, and now off and pretty a fall here for Ty Larson.
Right, worked this into a headlock.
Yep, pretty tight hold here. There you go. Oh, but Talon Witt on the weak side gets the rebound off the Grady Starzl miss. Now driving is Talon at 47-30. Under 11 minutes to go, and now a steal for Roderick to Hagstrom. Samson Hagstrom drives, and then three-point shots, and the Otters trail by just 3 at 14-11. Here's Alexandria's Ali Habala curling into the lane, sends it into the left corner where Toole is open and chills the front court. Here's Habala out top, now driving, feeding off to Helsher on the left wing. Bingo! On a warm evening in west central Minnesota, the Alexandria Cardinals varsity girls soccer team is getting ready to close out its regular season home schedule. Alexandria steps out of the conference to face Little Falls this evening at Viking Bank Field on the Alexandria area high school campus. In past seasons, this has been a common rival between two opponents in Section 8 AA. Alexandria has moved out of the section as the Cardinals are now in Class AAA, Section 8. So just a non-conference match, but a good test for both the Cardinals and the Flyers. For Little Falls, it is the regular season finale as the Flyers will start in the postseason next week. Alexandria will have one more regular season tune-up, and that is against Conference and Section 8 AAA rival Brainerd coming up on Saturday. Good evening, and we welcome you to our Jartner Motors pre-match coverage as we come to you from the Alexandria Area High School Stadium and specifically Viking Bank Field. We appreciate you watching our coverage tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, and that also includes our KXRA radio feed, the audio on 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. That audio also brought to you through the support of Mission Mechanical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning on the Voice of Alexandria app. A big thank you to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of our Alexandria Cardinal play-by-play broadcasts on YouTube. JP Bolin is our videographer tonight, and along with Jeff James, I am Dave McClurg, welcoming you to our pre-match coverage. The JV match has just drawn to its conclusion. Little Falls and Alexandria end up in a 1-1 tie, both teams doing their scoring in the second half. Jeff, great to be having you on the air. I know that you and I will probably be partnering up a few times over the next couple of weeks here, what with Section 8 AAA starting up next week already. But I think this will be your first look at the Alexandria varsity girls soccer team. And although we had a change in head coaches, Amy Corinta no longer guiding the team, Luis Moreno comes down from Detroit Lakes, his first year as head coach of the Alexandria Cardinals, and seems like the team's making some good inroads, if you will, already guaranteed a winning record, and they have the opportunity to put 2 more into the left-hand column before sections.
Yeah, so one of those things, DMAC, that I'm really impressed with, and I know earlier on in the season with the boys' season, we talked about this at Fergus, how the girls and the coaching staffs are able to kind of keep that cohesion from one coaching staff to another one. I think that's been a real testament to these 2 programs. Yeah, this is we're getting into that time of the year where this is getting to be exciting stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're entering uncharted waters in both boys and girls soccer in the sections, but so far I'm really impressed with both of these 2 programs.
I know that you have been on the road a little bit here and there during the fall season. An Alexandria area high school alumnus happens to be your daughter, who is part of the Concordia Cobber women's soccer team. Have you been able to see all of the matches that Kylie's been involved with this fall?
Yeah, I have, and we were in a little bit of a lull right now because Kylie has an injury that's kept her out for 3 or 4 games, and possibly this weekend as well. She has a little bit of a plantar fasciitis, like a severe plantar fasciitis on the bottom of her foot. So it's been a kind of a disappointing senior season for her so far, but it's what it is, right? Injuries happen.
Yes, and it's next player up, and
right.
we see that as we find out about Little Falls. You know, the Flyers come in, they've got a record above 500, but yet their leading scorer, senior Rochelle Thompson, suffered a broken clavicle against Wilmer last week. So she's unavailable, and I know that's one of the concerns of the Flyers is, okay, we know that Rochelle Thompson is one of our best finishers, if not our best finisher. Now who else can come up and pick up the slack? I guess Coach Scott Oriens has this game and then whatever is ahead in the section tournament to try to figure that out.
Right, and that's a big thing for these programs. You know, whether it's Little Falls or it's Alexandria, you can't just focus on your first 11. You have to be developing all those girls and boys throughout your whole association, and that means even to when they're little tykes just kicking it around, right? And I think that's something that these 2 programs have done really, really well.
It is senior night here at Viking Bank Field, so every senior that is dressing for the Alexandria Cardinals is going to have an opportunity to be in the starting lineup tonight. And it's a fun night for them, hopefully a memorable night as they hope to wrap up their regular season schedule on a winning note here as Alexandria hosts Little Falls. We will be starting on time at the top of the hour. Special thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage for bringing you our play-by-play tonight. Special thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting our pregame show. We have Jackson as our KXRA radio studio engineer. JP and JD are actually doing the videography work on site here at Viking Bank Field tonight. Again, you can watch this evening's game on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. You can subscribe to that channel, and if you wish, even get reminders when we've got a live YouTube broadcast of Alexandria Cardinal sports play-by-play. Of course, the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube also has archived game broadcasts from earlier in this fall season of 2025. Our first break during the Jutner Motors pre-match show is straight ahead. When we return to Alexandria Area High School's Viking Bank Field, you'll hear my conversation with head coach Luis Moreno following these words.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods. What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
Welcome back to more of our Jutner Motors pre-match coverage here on KXRA Radio, and thanks for watching tonight as we're doing the live video stream on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. I'm Dave McClurg, aka DMAC, and joining me right now for our Alamere Health Coaches Comments feature is the head varsity girls soccer coach of the Alexandria Cardinals, Luis Moreno. Luis, I know it's been close to a month since I last had the opportunity to watch your team in action. That was a road trip down to Cold Spring, I think the first Monday of the school year, but since then I think your team has played about 9 or 10 matches or so. After falling back to the 500 mark, your team has won 3 straight games now to go to 8-5 on the year. Are there certain things you've seen over the last 3 games that maybe weren't evident when your team was struggling to get win number 6 on the year?
Yes, it took a lot of just preparation and me watching them and getting to know them personally. A lot of our struggles, I want to say I take part responsibility on that. I should have seen different things sooner, and it just took me a while to see them. But I think we're in a good place. I think we're kind of established on where we want to be and the dynamics of the team. So I think, like I said, it took us a while to really organize ourselves, but overall, I think I got the best out of everyone by now, and then we're just working with that.
Of course, your team has tonight's match and then the one at Brainerd to close out the regular season. Are there certain things you'd like to see the girls continue to improve upon on the cusp of the section tournament here that you feel they're capable of making some more good progress?
Yes, obviously scoring goals. That's something that we have girls that are very talented girls for that. And just our culture, which is our possession game. We want to continue our possession game, and it's something that I preach every single game. It's something we practice at practice. We try to be a possession team. And obviously my philosophy behind that is obviously if we have the ball and the other team doesn't, then obviously they can't score. So we focus a lot on possessing the ball and just being aggressive, and let's score the opportunities we get.
Tuesday night, your team was able to play a second game against the Wilmer Cardinals this year, and in similar fashion, I think it was a pretty convincing win for Alexandria, this time down at their place rather than at home. Did the match at Wilmer have any comparisons to the home victory against the Wilmer Cardinals earlier in the year?
I think we connected a little bit better. at Wilmer. We were, like I said, we were passing the ball. We were communicating a little better, and we did get a lot of opportunities to other players who normally wouldn't get as much playing time. They got a lot of playing time that game. We had it was a very heavy rotation game. So we tried to, obviously boost everyone's confidence and make sure everyone got some playing time.
I know you shared with me in the notes following the 5-0 victory, Ezrin Dahl once again was able to lead the offense. I think 3 consecutive matches where she's had the hat trick, and now her goal scoring number, I believe, is up to 17. So she's averaging more than 1 goal a game this year. What can you say about, her ability to finish shots and what her teammates are doing to set her up?
She is a very talented player. Very talented. It's always been her. It's always been her. She has that thrive to she wants to score goals. She's very competitive. She always wants to win, and she's always looking to help her teammates also with goal scoring opportunities. I think she's an overall team player, and the chances that she has in front of the net, she puts their goals. So we're very pleased to have her in the program. Like I said, I'm very fortunate to have her, and she's a gifted player.
We are getting together for a couple of minutes with the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal girls soccer team, Luis Moreno. Prior to tonight's match, our feature is being brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. Little Falls comes in to wrap up the regular season home schedule for the Alexandria Cardinals. What are you anticipating in this match? I know that Little Falls has had a pretty solid year as well. A number of common opponents because Little Falls does play a number of Central Lakes Conference teams that happen to be in Section 8AA, but what might you expect out of this match?
I think it's going to be an intense game. I think it'll be an intense game, and it's going to be one of those games that whoever comes mentally prepared for this game will go home with the victory. Little Falls, we're not underestimating them. We're fully prepared to play them today. We're prepared to play any team we face. That's the mentality that I'm trying to cultivate here in the program. It doesn't matter who we play. We're here to play, and we're here to compete.
Ultimately, what do you feel will be the biggest intangibles as to why your team can come out on top on the scoreboard here?
Ezrin Dahl.
Okay.
She's, like I said, she's very gifted. And now it's Sydney Kalina, Kaden Zimmerman. Those girls are they really work well together. But overall, the team dynamics, just the team, the whole possession, let's control the game. Everyone attacks, everyone defends, and let's all attack, let's all defend. Let's work with each other, let's communicate. But we have key players that will be decisive, I believe, in this game.
I know that the regular season finale is over at Brainerd on Saturday, and then the section tournament starts for your team next Wednesday. I was looking at the comparative records and the QRF numbers on MinnesotaScores.net. Is it fair to say that Alexandria likely would be in that number 4, number 5 spot, somewhere in the middle of the pack for the section tournament?
I would say yes. I would say. Looking ahead, Brainerd's another good team. They're a tough team. We'll try to prepare well for them. But yes, it's safe to say that we'll more than likely. We'll try to finish. The higher seed, but it doesn't. At the end of the day, what we get is what we got, and we'll work with that.
Final wrap-up, Luis. I know that tonight is a special night. The Alexandria Area High School class of 2026 players get recognized on senior night, and I think for the kids that are involved in senior night, it's always a highlight of the year. But as you've been head coach for the first season here in Alexandria, are there certain things that you will remember about this group of seniors you've had the pleasure of coaching?
Just how coachable they were, how talented and coachable they were. The seniors, they're all they're good players. They're very coachable, but more importantly, they're good humans. They're good kids. Obviously, I wish I had him another season, but that's it. I wish him the best of luck in whatever they do in the future. But I think they'll do just fine, just with their approach on the game. Some of them, their same approach in life. They're very positive. They like challenges, so I think they'll do well.
Excellent. Luis, best wishes to you and the Alexandria girls soccer team tonight. Thanks a lot for the comments before the match, and have a great evening.
You too. Thank you.
There is Luis Moreno, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinals girls soccer team, our special guest for our Coach's Comments feature, presented by Alamere Health. It's better here. And we are coming to you on location from Viking Bank Field on the Alexandria Area High School campus. Still a few minutes away from the start of tonight's varsity girls soccer match, with Alexandria hosting Little Falls. One other Alexandria Cardinal team had a home event today. Congratulations to the Alexandria girls tennis team on to the finals in Section 8 AAA. In the section semifinal round earlier today, the Cardinals defeated the Brainerd Warriors by a final of 5-2. And with that, Alexandria now stands at 24-1 on the year. And the Cardinals will have the opportunity to play Elk River for the overall Section 8 AAA championship coming up a week from tomorrow at Sayfit in Sartell. So that's going to be an indoor event for the Alexandria girls tennis team. Elk River is the team that handed Alexandria its only loss of the year. That was back on September 20th, but kudos to the Alexandria girls tennis team, the number 2 seed in the section, after the Cardinals get the victory by a final of 5-2. Brainerd ended up with just 4 losses this year. One came to Fergus Falls, the team that finished second in the conference, and the other 3 came to the Alexandria Cardinals, who captured their first ever Central Lakes Conference girls tennis title in the 49th season of the league. So congratulations to the Cardinal girls tennis players on the postseason win today. Events going on this evening. The Alexandria girls swimming and diving team is at Brainerd. The Alexandria girls volleyball team is at Wilmer for the Cardinals versus Cardinals tilt there. And the Alexandria boys soccer team is playing its regular season finale tonight, with Pelican Rapids hosting Alexandria. The Alexandria boys soccer team likely will be at home to start the Section 8 AAA tournament this coming Tuesday night. And the following night, the Alexandria girls soccer team will begin postseason play. Jeff, as I look at some of the records regarding the 7 teams that now make up Section 8 AAA girls soccer, I would be gung-ho if Alexandria did get seeded number 4, but I have a concern with Alexandria losing the head-to-head meeting with Elk River on the 20th of September. That may likely keep Alexandria behind the Elks in the standings. I would anticipate that Alexandria would be in at the number 5 seed, and that could mean a trip to Elk River next Wednesday.
Sure, and it always depends on, this is a different section for us, different class. Are they going to look at just strictly QRF? Are they going to vote? We kind of know that in the past it's been more of a vote than a QRF. But I even think that there's a possibility, that they could slip to 6 if those coaches are not going to give them, a lot of credit for the record, but look more at the section record. So it is one of those things. I think they deserve 5, but we'll see. With Buffalo having 3 wins in the section, now we didn't play Moorhead. We didn't. There's a few teams that we didn't play. That could be a determining factor too. But I think we'll just find out when however it is done.
Yeah, I think you have a valid point. Buffalo has 5 wins, but 3 of those are against teams in the section.
Right.
So, and I'm sure that if Alexandria remains in this section for a while, more than just a 2-year stint, then maybe we'll have Bemidji on the schedule and St. Michael Albertville, and maybe Moorhead returns to the Alexandria schedule, as has been the case in years gone by. Alexandria will end up playing a total of 3 games against section rivals. That 3rd game is on Saturday against Brainerd, and Alexandria has yet to come through with a victory against a section opponent.
And I think it goes a long ways to, if we can play Brainerd very tight on Saturday, that could mean the difference between 5 and 6. It really could. I mean, if that's a 1-0 or a victory, I'll even say a victory, or if they do a draw or whatever, it could mean a lot when it comes to that voting. But it's just so hard. I don't think we're going to get the respect that we would definitely get in 8 or 6 AA.
8 AA.
8 AA. Sorry, 8 AA. I get confused with hockey and in all these other sections that we're in. But yeah, so it's Alexandria has always been a really good program. Will that transfer to to the third class system with us being in AAA? I don't know, but I think it will be something that in the future, we're going to get a little bit more credit. I think Brainerd and Sartell, when they were in here, and everybody that's moved up is went through what Alexandria is going to go through in the section voting.
Yeah. That will wrap up our pre-match coverage, brought to you by Jutner Motors of Alexandria. A break is ahead, and then we'll return. We'll have the introduction of the lineups, some keys to the game brought to you by our friends at Alexandria Motors. And then, of course, we'll have the play-by-play call. 7 o'clock start time with Alexandria hosting Little Falls and Varsity Girls Soccer. Now we enjoy these words on our latent media platforms from our boosters of Cardinals sports coverage.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind. Because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best. Piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
From Viking Bank Field on the campus of Alexandria Area High School, Cardinal Girls Soccer is on the air as you watch tonight's coverage on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Big thank you to our friends at Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play on our YouTube channel. We also thank you for listening in to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, and also through your Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We will be featuring the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem, as part of our coverage this evening. That will be coming up in just a few minutes. But right now, we would like to introduce the starting lineups for the two teams. Our lineups are being presented to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. For the visiting Little Falls Flyers, the Flyers will have as their goalkeeper sophomore Amber Johnson. The players that will be in front of her tonight will include attacker Stella Holig, midfielder Harper Moore. They are both sophomores, along with another sophomore, midfielder Chloe Schlegel. In the defensive backfield, 8th grader Ellen Youngberg. Grace Orions, a sophomore defenseman, is also in the backfield. Ashlyn Insward will be an 8th grade attacker for Little Falls. In the midfield, you'll have sophomore Reese Becker. Defenseman Samantha Von Berg will be in the backfield, along with senior defenseman Gabrielle Schilling. And then Madison Whitford will also be part of the backfield. Those last three players that I mentioned are all seniors for Little Falls. Scott Orions is the head coach of the Little Falls Flyers girls soccer team. The Flyers come into tonight's game guaranteed a winning record. It is the 7th consecutive year that Little Falls has finished at 500 or better during the regular season. This will be the 16th and final match of the year for Little Falls, which is 8-5-2. The Flyers average about 2.7 goals per game, allowing 1.6 goals per game. The Alexandria Cardinals will have virtually an entire senior lineup except 2 juniors will be on the field, including Leah Gresseth and then the goalkeeper, Autumn Struck. They are both juniors. The other 9 starters will be members of the class of 2026, as it is Alexandria Area High School Senior Night. This will include Nora Steidel on the pitch. Captain Caden Zimmerman will get the start tonight. You'll also have Captain Sydney Kalina on the pitch for senior night. Other starters include senior Grace Krauser, senior Ellie Homelvig, along with senior Finley Erickson. Senior Mackenzie Huey will be in the lineup. Also, senior Mercedes Bravo Hess will be a starter for the Cardinals tonight. And then the third captain for the Alexandria Cardinals, senior Lily Dutton, will get in the starting role as well. The 3 captains have been primary starters for Alexandria, but again, head coach Luis Moreno adjusting his starting lineup tonight to make sure that all of these seniors, which happens to be a total of 9, are in the starting lineup tonight for the Alexandria Cardinals. Players like Finley Erickson, Mackenzie Huey, and Mercedes Bravo Hess have flexed between the junior varsity and varsity rosters. They're dressed in the black jerseys and black shorts tonight as part of the varsity team. So those are your starting lineups presented to you by the friends at Alamere Health. It's better here. And I believe we're about to have the presentation of the national anthem as we honor our country and our flag with the Star Spangled Banner. I believe Tim Ernest, the public address announcer for Alexandria Cardinal Girls Soccer, introducing the assistant and head coaches of Alexandria before we have tonight's national anthem.
They're putting some senior pictures of all those.
Oh my goodness!
All those coaches on senior night.
Oh my!
Look at that!
Yeah, dang, Coach Marino, very handsome young lad.
GQ in there.
Yes, he's a rather handsome adult lad now too. So, but we appreciate you joining us, and now we will honor our country with a presentation of our national anthem, presented by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. For all of your musical needs, visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com, carlsonmusiccenter.com. The presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem, a regular feature during our latent media coverage. The national anthem during our broadcast presented to you by our friends at Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. Again, for all of your musical needs, visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com. Our keys to tonight's match are brought to you by Alexandria Motors, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always. Let's drive with Alexandria Motors. Jeff James, as we look at the keys to tonight's match, I think Luis Moreno mentioned it during his pre-match comments. You know, do a good job at possessing the ball and keep on showing solid communication on the field. I think, you know, those almost kind of go hand in hand. If you're good at communicating with your teammates, chances are you're going to possess the ball more.
Yeah, and you know, obviously Ezra Dahl is a big piece of that, but yeah, possession is everything. And I really like what he said earlier, too, about it took me a little bit to figure out what we're good at. I think some of the best coaches that come in and take over a program are not those that try and do it their way, but look at what they have, what they're good at, and adapt to that. And I really think that he's done a real good job of figuring that out here. And sometimes it takes a while.
Meanwhile, for the Little Falls Flyers, head coach Scott Oriens knows that he's not operating with a full deck, no pun intended. His team's leading scorer, sophomore Rochelle Thompson, out with a clavicle injury. She suffered that during a recent match against the Wilmer Cardinals, but still, his team is young in different spots. It seems like their most experience is actually on the defensive side, which is not a bad area of the field to have a lot of experience, but no. I think, especially with a younger group of players, try to maintain a high energy level and, find who might step up to assist when Rochelle Thompson is unavailable to score for you. And so those are the keys to the match, again, brought to you by Alexandria Motors. And again, the Alexandria Cardinals took initial possession. If you are watching on the YouTube channel, a couple of players had the opportunity to be in the lineup for senior night, and now Mackenzie Huey, one player that's going off, along with Lily Dutton. One substitution in is McKinley Helsher, and now Maya Dutton will be coming in. I think Maya's coming in for her older sister, Lily Dutton. So pretty good deal there that and again, Little Falls was all right with having Alexandria possess the ball and work it around and, make a couple of substitutions. So now you've got 7 seniors on the pitch for Alexandria, along with those 4 underclassmen. As you watch on the YouTube channel, Alexandria is going to flow right to left in this first half of play. And now it's Leah Gresseth coming up the left side, trying to play the ball back out to McKinley Helsher. Now Gresseth will drop it off to Helsher. Helsher left side, working it on the dribble. Now it's going to be intercepted here by Little Falls. The Flyers, by the way, are wearing the white jersey tops. The colors at Little Falls Community High School are purple and white, so the shorts are purple. The numerals and the lettering on the Little Falls jerseys are also purple to go with the white jersey top. School colors for Alexandria Area High School are red and black. The Cardinals wearing the black jersey tops, the black shorts, the white numerals on both the front and back of the Alexandria uniform. The goalkeepers do have a different uniform look. Again, Autumn Struck, the goalkeeper. She is off to the right of our screen. So when Little Falls goes on attack, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, you want to see Little Falls going left to right. And now the ball comes back by one of the Alexandria defensemen to Struck, and she'll play the ball out into the midfield third. Early minutes of tonight's match. Again, we play 80 minutes in a full time. No overtime in regular season girls soccer or boys soccer anymore. That was a rule adjustment a few years back. And now we've got a goal in the opening minute of the game. Actually, it's going to come in minute number 3, or are they going to rule offsides?
I think they're going to rule it offsides.
Yep, that is correct. So no goal scored by Alexandria. It will be offsides. Little Falls will be awarded a free kick here from the point where the offside took place, which was about 25 yards off the goal line. And again, Jeff, for the casual commentators such as I am, we need to look for flags being raised, when there is an offside.
Right. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's a moving line. Not a lot of people that aren't diehard soccer fans, and even some of us diehard soccer fans don't like that rule, but it's a moving offsides line.
Norris Dido goes back to retrieve the ball for Alexandria, and then Little Falls looks to play it on the net, and it's going to be across the end line, and the Alexandria Cardinals will get a goal kick. We're into the 4th minute of the match. Mostly clear skies, temperature hovering around the 80-degree mark at the start of tonight's match. That temperature will drop off rather quickly as we're now after sunset here in the Alexandria Lakes area. Now the Cardinals using some short passes. Now a break the other way. Here comes McKinley Helsher. Helsher trying to dribble toward the net, and then the ball got poked away, and it's going to be played out along the near sideline, and Alexandria will have a throw in deep in the attacking end. Again, as you watch on our YouTube channel tonight, Alexandria flows right to left in this first half, so Little Falls goalkeeper Amber Johnson is in the goal off to our left. Now a ball gets put in play by Alexandria. Now the Cardinals looking to gain control, but Little Falls is able to come away with it. Here comes Reese Becker up the left side for the Flyers. Now trying to play to one of her teammates, and it's going to be out off of the Alexandria Cardinals, and Little Falls will throw it in at the edge of the midfield third. Now a long ball is going to come the other way. It's going to come into the direction of Autumn Struck, and she'll punt it away and plays it up to the midfield area. Still no score again early on in tonight's match. It's JJ, Jeff James, and myself, DMAC, Dave McClurg, with the broadcast tonight on KXRA Radio, and you're also able to watch with the KXRA audio through the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Now Little Falls looking to go on the attack here. Crossing attempt into the direction of Ashlyn inwards, and it comes on the goalkeeper Struck, and she's going to end up making the save there for the Alexandria Cardinals. And now a punt will go away, and it comes up to the midfield area. Still no score early on in tonight's varsity match at Alexandria Area High School's Viking Bank Field. Now the ball out into the midfield area, redirected here. Little Falls, Stella Holig tries to get ahead. Now Struck is going to scoop the ball up before Holig can get off a shot. And the ball worked around to the left side. A challenge here between Leah Gresseth and Little Falls' Gabrielle Schilling. And now the Flyers able to get it. Here is Harper Moore playing it up the right side, trying to connect with Holig there. Holig, a sophomore attacker for Little Falls. Now the Cardinals defense able to regain control. Ball goes out on the near sideline. It's going to be a throw-in for the Little Falls Flyers. And it's going to be put into play here. Challenge for the ball. It's going to come into the direction of Struck, and she'll scoop it up and make the save. Not really a shot on goal, just a bouncing ball coming into the direction of the Alexandria keeper.
Yeah, I think, another thing for Little Falls here, DMAC, too, that might be a key is, you're kind of playing with house money. Slay the giant. They have nothing to lose, really, in this game.
Right, and this is no longer a section opponent
game
or anything, but
right.
If Section 8AA for the playoffs does use QRF, if you can be competitive with a Class AAA team, that would benefit Little Falls.
This is going to help, yeah.
I always say about the QRF, nobody knows what the formula is, but it seems if you're in a lower class, you always get more QRF points by playing bigger schools.
Right.
Doesn't mean you have to beat the bigger schools, but if they're on your schedule, you get rewarded a little more handsomely by having those bigger schools on your schedule. I believe Alexandria is the only Class AAA team that is on Little Falls' schedule.
Right, and I think that might be another reason why the QRF is a tad bit low for Alexandria. I mean, they didn't get their full allotment of AAA games that I think they would rather have.
Right. Mercedes Bravo Hess plays the ball up ahead, and now the Alexandria Cardinals looking to go on attack here. Ball in deep, and now it's going to be over in the corner, and Little Falls and Alexandria each have a player challenging, and I believe we may have had a foul called on the Cardinals. I think Little Falls is going to get a free kick deep in its own end. This free kick still will probably mean possession. If Alexandria takes over, it could be on the attacking third. We're now into minute number 9 of tonight's match at Alexandria Area High School. The Cardinals and the Little Falls Flyers remaining scoreless. Now a challenge for possession. Little Falls able to come away with it. The Flyers work it into the midfield area. Reese Becker being challenged here by Leah Gresseth, and Gresseth now trying to gain possession, and the ball will go out. And Alexandria will be awarded the throw-in. Grace Krauser is looking to put it in play. The teams will make some substitutions. Elise Frudenrick will come in. And meanwhile, Ezrin Dahl, along with Nora Ernest, will be in for Alexandria. Elise Frudenrick in for Little Falls. So now Alexandria has the possession, but it's going to be a little bit behind behind Grace Krauser. We're going to take our first break during play-by-play here. Minute number 10 in progress at Viking Bank Field. Your numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity girls soccer. Alexandria and Little Falls are scoreless.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
The Alexandria Cardinals go on the attack in the Little Falls end, and now the Cardinals' Ezrin Dahl trying to gain possession just outside of the box, and then she goes down. And fortunately for Little Falls, that occurred outside of the box, because if it occurred in the box, Alexandria likely would have gotten a penalty shot there. But instead, the Cardinals will have a free kick right along the near sideline. And I think Nora Steidel is going to be the one approaching the ball on this free kick here. She'll try to bend it toward the middle of the field and see if it can be deflected off an Alexandria player. Nope, it's actually going to come on goal. Shot got deflected. Now Little Falls trying to clear it, and it's going to be outside of the 18 box. Now Steidel looking to track it down again for Alexandria. She'll play it back out now to Grace Krauser. Then a crossing attempt is broken up, and Alexandria will work it over to the right side. Still no score now in minute number 11 of tonight's match at Alexandria Area High School Stadium. It's the regular season home finale. We don't know at this point if it will be indeed the last home game of the year for the Alexandria girls soccer team. The Cardinals will begin in section play on Wednesday of this coming week. Now we've got a challenge along the far sideline, and Alexandria will be awarded a throw-in here. Cardinals nothing. The Little Falls Flyers nothing. Alexandria coming into tonight's game at 8-5 on the year, with 2 regular season matches to go, including tonight's. So Luis Moreno's team will play 15 regular season matches. Little Falls plays the full 16. Scott Orian's Flyers are at 8-5-2 coming into the regular season final match. Now the Flyers work the ball up, trying a diagonal pass on an attack, and Alexandria able to sweep it away over toward the near side. Now the Cardinals looking to play it up, but it's going to roll out of bounds. I believe the Flyers will be awarded a throw-in the attacking third here. And it will be a Gabrielle Schilling, I believe, looking to throw it in, or will she give it off? She will, as we'll have Elise Frudenrick playing it in. Now a little heel pass there, and Alexandria doing a nice job clearing it away. Sydney Kalina playing it up ahead. Now a challenge here as McKinley Helsher trying to play the ball further ahead. It's intercepted. Desiree Kuhl now on the pitch for Little Falls, briefly had possession. Still no score, minute number 13 of the match. And now Reese Becker will play the ball over to the left side. And looking to track it down is Harper Moore. Moore will go with a crossing attempt. That gets intercepted. And now the Cardinals looking to clear it away, but Little Falls is going to get a shot at the goal. It's going to bounce wide left of the goal, and we'll have a goal kick here for Alexandria.
Here early on, DMAC, you can see that defense of Little Falls is definitely a strength of theirs. They are really kind of clogging up that middle third. And Alexandria's had some success getting through that. I think you're going to find those long stretch passes or those playing to space passes really going to benefit Alexandria tonight.
Yeah, I know Coach Oriens mentioned to me ahead of the broadcast, he said, we wanted to try to hold our own in the midfield area. It seems like a lot of coaches that I do visit with say, if we can find a way to control the midfield, right, that's obviously going to help our chances better.
Right, and there's several ways to do that. Right now, the Flyers are just putting more players in that area, which is going to take some time for Alexandria to figure out how to move through there cleanly, but This is something where Alexandria can really take advantage.
Now here's Hezron Dahl playing a ball further up the left side. Now she's going to track it down with her speed. Dahl, a 17-goal scorer this year for Alexandria. Nice give and go coming back to Dahl as she got the pass from Gresseth. And now Little Falls is going to clear it back into the midfield area. Ball's going to carry them out of bounds, and I believe the possession will be to the Flyers, and we're going to take another 30-second break. 15th minute of the match is underway, and on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria and Little Falls in girls soccer remain scoreless.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
On a moonlit night in the Alexandria Lakes area, the Cardinal girls soccer team is scoreless with Little Falls as both teams bring in some different players. Stella Holig and Avery Julke on the pitch now for Little Falls. Alexandria also made some substitutions at our last media stoppage. And now we're going to have play stopped as we had a Little Falls foul call, an Alexandria foul called. So it'll be a Little Falls with the free kick, about 60 yards off the Alexandria goal line near the football midfield stripe. And this is going to be played up ahead, intended for Holig, and it gets intercepted. Alexandria trying to gain control. Cardinals able to play the ball right along the sideline and keep it in play. Now it's going to come back, support pass to a defenseman, and now Alexandria will try to use those short passes. But, Jeff, it seems like, again, Little Falls has a lot of people in the midfield area, so
they do.
Sometimes the short passing game gets a little bit disrupted.
Yeah, you have to spread everything out. You have to maybe try a couple of those stretch passes through that back line and try and get a Dahl or a Helsher free, and that's kind of how you loosen that up. You throw to run. Isn't that kind of a football?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So we'll see if that can transpire here. Flyers with the throw-in looking to go into the attacking end. Still no score. And now we have a foul. I believe this is going to be whistled on Little Falls. So Alexandria will be awarded the free kick here. We're into minute number 17 of this evening's match. Again, 2 40-minute halves. So 80 minutes of full time for varsity soccer competitions. The free kick is going to be played back to Autumn Struck, the goalkeeper for the Alexandria Cardinals, and now she'll look to play it a little further ahead. Now Little Falls looking to have one of its attackers bother the Alexandria defense. Looking to track it down is Elise Frudenrich for Little Falls. She's going to play it ahead now toward Avery Julke. And now a challenge here. Julke being met by an Alexandria player. I believe that was Mila Warzeka. And now the ball up into the midfield area. Alexandria looking to transition. If you are watching on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, the Alexandria Cardinals are wearing the dark jerseys, and Alexandria flows right to left here in this first half of play. Now Warzeka gets the ball to Ezrin Dahl. Dahl trying to trigger it ahead. Now trying to work through is one of the Alexandria attackers, I believe that being Emma Laurent. And now the ball into the corner, then a crossing attempt, and it's knocked down by the goalkeeper, but Amber Johnson is able to recover it. Alexandria had a couple of players in front. As we watch on YouTube, Quality Real Estate brings you our instant replays tonight. Alexandria getting a lot of traffic in front, but unfortunately for the Cardinals, nobody could get a shot off before Amber Johnson pounced on the ball. So we remain scoreless, approaching the midpoint of this first half. The Cardinals, Emma Laurent playing one up ahead a little bit too long, so the Flyers will get the opportunity to throw it in. Coach Scott Oriens is going to bring in Ashlyn Inwards, an attacker, and defenseman Grace Oriens. That happens to be the daughter of Little Falls head coach Scott Oriens. So the Flyers with possession, but now good challenge as it's Sydney Kalina able to gain possession here, trying to take it away from a Little Falls player. Ball goes out. Throw in for Alexandria as it's put in by Grace Krauser. Now to Kalina. She was trying to feed it a little further ahead to Emma Laurent. Now Laurent is able to get a touch here for Alexandria. Good through ball. And now it's going to be played wide. And I think a player for Alexandria, that may have been Dahl, went down. And then Little Falls cleared it across the end line. And we're going to have our first corner kick of the night. This one will be awarded to Alexandria. So the Cardinals will look to have a good corner here and see if that can result in the first goal of the match. It's going to be sent in, and it's in front. Scramble. Laurent trying to locate it, and I think the goalkeeper, Amber Johnson, is able to come away with it. She was sprawled on the turf, bodies all around her, and yet Amber Johnson was able to locate the ball. That was kind of like the highway to the danger zone there. Copyright Kenny Loggins. But yet, Amber Johnson was able to survive it all. Now the play continues in the midfield area as Alexandria and Little Falls remain scoreless. Glenwood State Bank bringing you our scoreboard updates tonight in our match at Alexandria Area High School Stadium. Cardinals are going to play the ball over toward the right side and try to attack up that right flank as the Flyers keep the ball wide. Now Alexandria looking to work it in. Now it comes into the middle as Alexandria looks to go on the attack, trying to track it down. Maya Dutton. Now it's going to be played over to the left side. Mila Warzeka is going to keep it in for Alexandria. Now played back out toward the Cardinals. Maya Dutton, top of the box area. It's going to be played back out. Now working through traffic, and Little Falls breaks it up. And the Flyers will look to come the other way. Still no score now into the 22nd minute here at the Alexandria Area High School Stadium. It's DMAC and Jeff James bringing you the play-by-play. Jackson is our KXRA radio studio engineer. Now again, Warzeka getting a pass in front to Ezrin Dahl. Top of the box area. She takes the shot right on the goalkeeper, Amber Johnson, who makes the save.
Yeah, nice find there, and those are the shots that a goal scorer is going to take right there.
Yeah, Ezrin Dahl again, 3 consecutive matches where she has had hat tricks, and not surprisingly, Alexandria has won all 3 of those. Victories against Sauk Rapids Rice, at East Grand Forks, and at Wilmer. Foul gets called on the Cardinals, so Little Falls will have the free kick right at the edge of the midfield third on the Flyers side. Ball comes up into the direction of the Flyers' Reese Becker. Now Alexandria is going to take it. It's going to be redirected by the Cardinals, but now Little Falls has it back. But a pass gets intercepted. It's going to be played ahead here by the Cardinals' Leah Gresseth, and then it's going to be out. And I believe Grace Krauser was not able to keep it in. And we'll have a throw-in for the Flyers. Grace Oriens will look to throw it in here for Little Falls. Again, both of these teams with 8 victories on the year. Ironically, both teams have 5 defeats. Little Falls has actually played 2 more games than Alexandria. This will be the Flyers' 16th and final match of the year. For Alexandria, this is match number 14, and then the 15th and final match for the Cardinals will be the Saturday matinee at Brainerd. Now a ball goes out, quickly thrown in by Grace Krauser of Alexandria. Playing it to Ezrin Dahl, then it comes back. Now Krauser gets it to Dahl. Dahl trying to work on the dribble. Now she's going to feed ahead. That comes into the direction of Sydney Kalina. Now the ball gets played wide over to the right side. Again, Alexandria flowing right to left as you watch on our YouTube channel here in this first half of play. So in terms of directions, the goal off to our right is the south end of the field, and obviously the goal off to our left is the north end of the field. Pretty straightforward setup where the bleachers are on the east and west sides of the field. Right now, all the fans in attendance here at Viking Bank Field are situated in the west bleachers. Raya Sherwood will come back in for Little Falls, as she'll spell Elise Frudenrick.
Both of these teams are subbing in and out at a pretty regular pace here too, D-Mac.
Yeah, and it is a warm night.
Right.
You know, the humidity not like it is in August and even into early September, but still a rather warm evening. Now the Little Falls Flyers looking to have a crossing pass, and the ball's going to roll into the direction of the goalkeeper, Autumn Struck, and she'll play it and now punt the ball away. Now it's going to be played on a bounce into the direction of one of the Cardinal players. Now Little Falls has one of its defenders, Samantha Von Berg, trying to play it ahead. Now the Cardinals get it back. Emma Laurent will send a support pass back to Maya Dutton, Grace Krauser. Krauser now to Ezrin Dahl. Now it's going to be played wide, and it's going to be taken here by Mila Warzeka. She tried a crossing attempt. Little Falls broke up that pass. Now it's going to spin out of bounds, and it will result in a throw-in in the attacking third. Coach Luis Moreno is going to go to the bench as he'll have Ava Anderson and Abby Helwig re-entering. Actually, I believe they're both coming in for the first time tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So throw in here for Alexandria in the 26th minute of the match. Ezrin Dahl with a touch. Now Warzeka will try a cross into the direction of Emma Laurent. It got played away, and now Little Falls playing it back out into the midfield area. Alexandria nothing, Little Falls nothing in varsity girls soccer. Thanks for watching it tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. A big appreciation to our friends at Integrity Title in Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of our Alexandria Cardinals sports play-by-play. We appreciate you joining us through the traditional method, and that is on the radio, where we have had Alexandria Cardinals sports play-by-play for decades. Initially, Cap Pashotti was our first play-by-play person, and then the legendary Dave Harris took over as sports play-by-play person, occupied that role for close to a half a century, and I was fortunate enough to succeed Dave Harris a little more than a decade ago. So not bad for a heritage radio station like KXRA. 3 sports directors in basically about 76 years of existence.
Yeah, you were very fortunate to get myself then, too, about, 5 years ago?
Yeah. Initially for some soccer and then some hockey. And, I mean, I tell you, the broadcasts work out well when you've got very, capable people by my side. And you're definitely that, having followed soccer and hockey over the years that you have.
Well, thank you. It's a lot of fun to be here with you.
So we've got some more substitutions. I think we're going to go to a 30-second break here. The 28th minute of the match is in progress. And on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, the Cardinals and Little Falls in girls soccer remain scoreless.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
The Alexandria Cardinals looking to go on the attack as a nice diagonal pass came up the left side toward Mila Warzeka, but now Little Falls breaks it up. We remain scoreless as we're down to under 12 minutes remaining here in this first half of play. 29th minute of the match is currently underway. It's Dave McClurg, Jeff James, and our videographer, JP Boleen. Happy to have you on for our late media coverage of Alexandria Cardinal girls soccer. We'll feature more Cardinal girls soccer on Wednesday when Alexandria opens up in the Section 8 AAA tournament. Couple of substitutions in. McKinley Helsher back in. Nora Steidel back in for Alexandria. Little Falls will bring Avery Julke back onto the pitch.
And DMAC, I didn't catch it if he said it. Is it a late Friday vote or section
I believe
meeting?
all of the activities, including Saturday's games, would be counted. So they may not complete the seating until Sunday. So
okay.
And I think it's going to be the case for boys soccer as well. In Section 8 AAA, they stagger the start dates. Boys soccer first round matches are on Tuesday. The girls soccer first round matches are on Wednesday. Now the difference is that you'll only have 3 quarterfinal round matches in girls soccer on Wednesday with 7 teams in the section. The number 1 seed, which could very well be St. Michael Albertville, will get a first round bye for the Section 8 AAA tournament. Whereas with boys soccer, Monticello is in the section to make it an 8-team section. And as a result, everybody will be playing during the quarterfinals on Tuesday of this coming week. We're going to have an official stoppage here. Britt Ludwig from Heartland Orthopedic Associates is going to come out and check on McKinley Helsher, as I believe she is the one that is seated on the field at the moment. I think while we've got the injury timeout here, we're going to go to our final break during play-by-play of this opening half. Play is stopped in the 30th minute, and at the moment on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity girls soccer, Alexandria and Little Falls remain scoreless.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
As we come back to action at Viking Bank Field on the Alexandria Area High School campus, McKinley Helsher did get up on her own power and is walking over toward the Alexandria bench. Britt Ludwig from Heartland Orthopedic Associates right by her side. And Britt will take a look at McKinley Helsher as she'll get seated on the padded bench, if you will, off to the left of the Alexandria bench before play resumes. Still no score as we are into the 30th minute of the match here at Alexandria Area High School. If you are just joining us and you're watching on YouTube, Little Falls is wearing the light-colored jersey tops, the white, with the purple shorts and the purple numerals and lettering. Alexandria wearing the dark-colored jerseys, the black shorts, black tops, white numerals on both the front and the back of the Alexandria jersey. All 9 seniors for Alexandria that dressed to start this evening's game were in the starting lineup for senior night. For players such as Lily Dutton and also Mackenzie Huey, they got a couple of seconds of action before some substitutions were able to come in, and other people have been rotated in. Some of the higher scorers for Alexandria, such as Emma Laurent and Ezrin Dahl, actually started this evening's match on the bench. They are still underclassmen. The Flyers bring Reese Becker back onto the pitch as the ball is in the midfield area. Little Falls will be awarded a throw-in here, and now it's going to be played back out by Alexandria, and now the Flyers will look to throw it in again. This one coming into the direction of Harper Moore. Now the Cardinals try to break up a pass and challenge for possession. It's going to be played up the left side. Here is Moore trying to get a pass across, and now it's going to be broken up. Now Little Falls will try another cross. That gets knocked down, and then a ball gets chipped away. Takes a bounce on the field turf. Header ball is sent a little further ahead, and I thought I heard a whistle, and boy, the whistle did not sound very strong there.
I was kind of wondering why everybody was not chasing that ball down.
Right.
Yeah, we've had a foul right.
Yep, so Elise Frudenreich is going to take a free kick from a little more than 35 yards away from the goal. She'll try to send this on Autumn Struck. And she does send it, but it's going to spin and go wide left of the goal. So we'll have a goal kick here for Alexandria. 32nd minute of our match now in progress. The Flyers and Alexandria each with one shot on goal. The Flyers have had 4 shots at goalkeeper Autumn Struck. Alexandria's had 1 shot on goal and at the goalkeeper Amber Johnson of Little Falls. Now the Cardinals try to get their offense going. Again, the pass gets played ahead here by Abby Helwig, and that gets broken up. Little Falls looking to redirect. Avery Julke playing it up the right side. Cardinals do have some defensive personnel back. Now it's going to be played over to the left side for Lexi Bergs. Bergs trying to control on, or actually that's Mila Warzeka rather, as it's going to be played ahead now to Ezrin Dahl. Dahl actually is sending a support pass back to one of her defensive back teammates. Now it comes up the right side, and again, Alexandria trying to possess right at the edge of the midfield third on the Cardinals side. It's Alexandria nothing, Little Falls nothing. Now a chance here as Little Falls has a player working through on the dribble. I believe that's Ashlyn inwards, and Alexandria is going to play the ball wide over to the right side. Cardinals trying to work the ball back into the midfield area and maybe go with an offensive thrust. And, Jeff, I know that we've played about 33 minutes or so of this match, and, you know, it doesn't seem like one team is dominating possession over the other. We've had, play kind of working through the midfield area, but really not a lot of time for one team to stay on attack in the other team's zone.
No, it seems like more of just feeling out, feeling what are we going to get rid of, or what are we going to get to work. Sure. And I think this is a good, I believe this will be a game of adjustments at halftime.
Yep, now the Cardinals' Sydney Kalina tried to play the ball forward. Little Falls will chip it back the other way. Now Alexandria has the pressure, and now a ball comes along the end line, and I think it went off Alexandria, so Little Falls is going to have its first corner kick of the night. And this will be coming in the 34th minute. And the player that will take the corner is Elise Frudenreich for the Flyers. Let's see if Little Falls can getting a scoring opportunity. Coach Scott Oriens is going to bring Stella Holig back in, and one other player coming in, maybe Adeline Sayre. And now the ball coming through, and it's broken up, and it's going to be played back out of the attacking end, and now Little Falls plays it back in. Now the Cardinals will clear it. Nora Steidel will sweep it over to the near side, and it's going to be thrown in here by the Little Falls Flyers. Alexandria looking to intercept. Ball gets knocked down as Frudenreich tried to maintain control, but Alexandria trying to play the ball ahead, but Reese Becker gets it for the Flyers. Now Becker double teamed, but I believe one of the Alexandria players that put the double on there ends up getting called for a foul. So this is going to mean a free kick for the Flyers. And this actually is going to be in a pretty good spot of the field, near the middle of the field, about 33 yards off the goal line. I think Becker is going, actually, it's a ball that gets knocked down, and Struck is going to recover.
Yeah.
Oh, for our YouTube audience, let's take a look at that as Quality Real Estate will bring you the instant replay. Frudenreich was able to put the ball on net. Struck was able to knock it down, and then Autumn was able to keep the ball right around her and then cover up almost like she was trying to guard one of her young there.
And she really needed to do that, DMAC, because she had 2 flyers right on the doorstep there.
So now the throw-in will be coming for Little Falls. Leah Gresseth will re-enter for the Alexandria Cardinals. Still 0-0, late stages of the first half. Long ball goes ahead, and Ezra Dahl will track it down. Dahl at the side of the 18 box. Has it along the goal line. Looking for an angle. Plays it in front. It gets broken up. Little Falls is going to play it wide back over to the near sideline. Flyers able to dodge a bullet, disrupting the passing lanes for Alexandria. Now the ball coming out to the midfield area. Trying to play it ahead for the Alexandria Cardinals. Nora Ernest. Now it's going to be worked up and into the middle of the field. Dahl has it, looking for room to dribble. Gets past one defender. Now Little Falls has its sweeper, playing it over to the near sideline, and we'll have a throw-in coming up for Alexandria. Now into the 37th minute of our match.
Yeah, this is when DMAC too. This is a spot in the game where if Alexandria can get something here late, that can kind of crush a team coming out of half.
Caden Zimmerman, one of the Alexandria Cardinal captains, back on the field here. And now we're going to have a stoppage after an Alexandria foul, and we'll have a free kick here for Little Falls. We have our mid-game report brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods. That will be coming up in roughly 3 minutes of real time, as we're now into minute number 38 of the match. Alexandria 0, Little Falls 0. Regular season home finale for the Alexandria girls soccer team. For Little Falls, their last regular season tune-up before the Section 8 AA tournament begins next week. The Flyers will be at the Brill Prairie Soccer Fields in Little Falls to host a first-round playoff match. Coach Oriens mentioned to me before our broadcast tonight that will mark the 4th consecutive year that Little Falls gets a home playoff game to start sections. So he's pretty happy with the overall progress of this year's team. Again, not featuring a lot of experience in the midfield and attacking areas. Some of his most prolific scorers are still underclassmen. Now we're into minute number 39 of the match. Alexandria and Little Falls presently scoreless. Here's Gresseth trying to get control of the ball, but Little Falls will take it. Frudenrick is going to play it into the middle of the field. That got broken up, and Lexi Bergs will swing it over to the left side. Now a touch pass here by one of the Cardinal players, and Gresseth has it along the sideline. Looking to dribble further up the sideline. Gresseth will try to cross it over, but now Little Falls has a defenseman back, that being Samantha Von Berg, and she'll sweep the ball across the sideline. We're about to move into the 40th minute of the match. A little more than a minute remaining until halftime here at Viking Bank Field in Alexandria. Now a scramble here, and I believe Little Falls is going to be called for the foul. Let's see if Alexandria can do something with this free kick here. It's going to come at an angle toward the goal, and Nora Steidel will be the one approaching the ball. And she'll strike this with her left foot, I believe. She's going to send it into traffic, and it's redirected by Little Falls. Now Steidel trying to get it back. Now Little Falls will poke it back into the midfield area. Now a reversal here. Grace Krauser trying to hook a pass toward one of her teammates. That gets intercepted here. Now it's Kalina getting it. Now it comes over to the right side to Abby Helwig. Closing seconds of the first half, down to about a half minute remaining. Still scoreless here in this varsity girls soccer match. Now the ball up in the midfield area. Alexandria regaining control. Kalina will try to distribute it to one of her teammates. Now it comes to the right side. And now it's going to be played ahead toward Caden Zimmerman. Now a shot, and it's tipped over the net. And it's going to go out of play. So that will count as a shot on goal right at the tail end of the first half. But a solid save there for the sophomore Amber Johnson keeps this a scoreless first half.
And probably Alexandria's best quality scoring opportunity that they had in the first half.
So we have reached midpoint of this game. 40 minutes in the books, 40 minutes still ahead, and we are still searching for the first goal of the night during Alexandria Girls Soccer Senior Night. The Cardinals and the Little Falls Flyers are scoreless at intermission. Stick around. We've got the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report on our latent media platforms after we enjoy these words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinals sports programming.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel. Go Cardinals!
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
Welcome to our mid-game report, presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Live, love, local. Shop Eldon's Fresh Foods, open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 3rd and Nokomis in Alexandria. We have donuts up on the scoreboard, and by the way, Eldon's has a fresh selection of donuts every day in their bakery case. But no score right now between Alexandria and Little Falls. Jeff James and yours truly, Dave McClurg, along with our videographer, J.P. Boline, on hand at the Alexandria Area High School Stadium. And Jeff, it seems to be a game right now that I don't think either team has had firm control of. Scoring opportunities have been pretty limited, and I think that's maybe due in part to both teams kind of, working for control of the midfield, and neither team kind of seizing that. And as a result, we've got the scoreless standoff right now.
Right, and I truly believe that they're going to, Coach Moreno will come up with some ideas on how to break that kind of lock that they have in the middle third. But on the other side, I think Alexandria's done a great job of limiting Little Falls' chances. You might see a run here or there, but they've really limited the possession for me more in the defensive third has been really, really good for Alexandria. They have limited Little Falls a lot. I would say, on the other hand, though, Alexandria's had some good possession in the third. They just haven't been able to really do anything with it yet.
Right, and it seems like Little Falls, I think Coach Oriens is well aware of the power that
Right.
Ezrin Dahl can possess, and I know Ezrin is working her tail off out there trying to, get her opportunity, trying to get some separation to work on the dribble, but, Little Falls, again, some of their most experienced soccer players on the varsity level are in their defensive backfield, and they seem to have, a number of people that are well aware of where Ezrin Dahl is on the field.
Right, and I think just knowing, I was able to see Ezrin quite a bit this summer, along with Kalina and a few other girls that play on the Sholos summer team, and I feel that they're gonna get their best opportunities coming through that mid third. If they get that possession down in the offensive third, I think that's going to come more out of set pieces, maybe out of some corners, maybe out of some fouls. But Little Falls is just doing so much to compact that area out in front of the net that I think it's going to flow through that third, that mid third, and that's where I think we'll see some adjustments.
Again, statistical numbers, no goals for either side, so the scoring recap about as short as you can get. Shots at the goal, 5 for the Flyers, 2 for Alexandria. Shots on goal, 2 for Alexandria and 2 for Little Falls. That means the goalkeeper for the Cardinals, Autumn Struck, the junior, has made 2 saves so far tonight. One really quality save,
right, yeah,
as a rebound was navigating around her, but she was able to cover up to keep that ball out of the net. And Little Falls' Amber Johnson making 2 saves. And JJ, I think the last save she made was probably as time was running out in the first half to deflect that ball over the net. Had we had additional time in the first half, the Cardinals would have gotten a corner kick out of it, but the timing just wasn't right.
And those are the ones as like an opposing coach, you're like, please don't go in, because you've played Alexandria to 0-0 at the half, and it's like, that could have been a backbreaker, or opening up the floodgates for Alexandria in the second half.
Also, corner kicks, each team with 1 in the opening half. Yeah. Again, we are scoreless with the second half on the horizon. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for presenting our mid-game report. JJ, Jeff James, and yours truly, D-Mac, will be back at Alexandria Area High School Stadium with the second half of Alexandria girls soccer play-by-play after this timeout.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom Wood Creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, Rx Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Standing in the field, Luis.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School Stadium. I think Tim Ernest helping to entertain the fans here as the senior pictures for the head coach, Luis Moreno, and assistant coaches were displayed before the start of the match, and they were brought back by popular demand before the start of the second half. Little Falls and Alexandria are scoreless, so the Flyers will have the kickoff to begin period number 3, and now Alexandria will defend the north goal. So as you watch on our YouTube channel, the Cardinals will be flowing left to right here in half number 2. Again, both teams with 8 wins on the year. Both teams with 5 defeats this year. Little Falls has a pair of ties. Alexandria has no ties. The Cardinals will play 15 regular season matches, where Little Falls is wrapping up its regular season tonight with match number 16 overall. That 8-3-2. Add those numbers up. According to my District 281 education, that does make 15. So now what number combinations you can come off of that, I do not know. But anyway, the ball played ahead by Little Falls, now redirected by Alexandria, and the Cardinals will look to get going, and I think we had a foul. And this will be on the Alexandria Cardinals, so Little Falls will be awarded the free kick here.
Little touchy there. You like to see him be able to play.
Yeah. So the Flyers will take the free kick here about 70 yards away from the Alexandria goal. So right in the midfield third, I believe that's Madison Whitford playing it ahead. Now it gets knocked down, and the Flyers will try to utilize a short passing game, but now the Cardinals will look to come away with it, but instead Reese Becker will play it back the other way. Alexandria has a defender back here. Ellie Homelvig now looking to work it further up the field. Now the Cardinals will get moving. Here comes Nora Steidel up the left side toward Dahl. Now the ball is going to spin right along the goal line. Crossing attempt, and Little Falls played it. And is it going to result in a corner kick? Or?
Yep. And those are the things that you have to do, D-Mac. You get that low on the line. If you can't get a good crossing ball out in front of the net, you have to get a corner out of those.
Yep, so this will be the second corner kick of the night, coming from the far corner off to our right. And it's going to be bent in, and the goalkeeper had it slip to her hands. Ball up in the air. It's going to be cleared away, and right along the goal line, I think Amber Johnson is going to fall on it. So that ball was loose in front of the Alexandria goal, or in front of the goal that the Cardinals are trying to score on. But still, Amber Johnson with a second attempt is able to pounce on the ball.
Awfully close to getting another corner out of that.
Yep, she was able to save the ball while in play. If it would have gone off her fingertips across the end line, then as JJ mentioned, that would have been another corner kick for Alexandria. Now the Cardinals trying to play the ball ahead, redirected here by Harper Moore. Now it's going to be played up the left side here by Ashlyn Inwards. Now the Cardinals are going to send it out along the near side. Nora Ernest will clear it out. And we'll have a throw in for Little Falls. We're about 3 minutes and change into the second half, so overall in the scope of the match, minute number 44 is in progress. Again, we play 80 full minutes. Now here's a ball as Harper Moore tried to get a crossing pass. She's got it just outside the box in the attack zone. Now Little Falls tried another crossing attempt, and instead the ball is going to bounce across the end line, and Alexandria will be awarded a goal kick here. And this goal kick will not be taken by Autumn Struck, but rather one of her teammates, and played back into the middle of the field. Now a challenge for possession here, and Little Falls sends it ahead to the edge of the attacking zone. Now the Cardinals gain it back. Play up the left side. It is going to be kept in. Now a race the other way as it's going to be they're going to rule a foul on Alexandria. I don't know if that was Lexi Bergs or Mila Warzeka going up the left side there, but they ended up ruling an Alexandria foul, so possession for Little Falls on a free kick here. Now it comes into the midfield area where Harper Moore will try to track it down. Now Warzeka playing it over to Ezrin Dahl. Then it comes back to Mila Warzeka. And Little Falls will clear it across the far side. Alexandria will throw it in here. Now it comes toward the middle of the field. Crossing pass broken up by the Flyers. Now Alexandria gets it back. Here is coming through Caden Zimmerman, trying to possess. Now it's played out. Leah Gresseth with it. And now her pass gets intercepted. Little Falls will play it the other way. Still no score as we are in the second half here at Alexandria Area High School Stadium. Ashlyn Inwards battling for possession. Nora Ernest trying to save it, but it's going to be out, and the Flyers will have the throw in. It'll be Ellen Youngberg triggering in for Little Falls. The Flyers 8-5-2 going into tonight's game. So Little Falls will get a home match to start the Section 8 AA tournament next week and have a winning record going into the postseason. Here is Inwards with a crossing attempt and a little touch shot, if you will, by Reese Becker, and an easy save there for the Cardinals goalkeeper. Autumn Struck. And now the ball played back into the midfield area. Long ball ahead, now a race here, and Little Falls trying to keep the ball wide, and it will be sent over to the far side, requiring Alexandria to throw it in. Quick throw in here for the Cardinals. Now the ball comes back out top. Here's a shot that's going to go a little bit wide, and it is not kept in play, so a goal kick here for the Flyers.
Alexandria is doing a very good job, though, at when they get down there, they're putting a lot of pressure on Little Falls, trying to either get those corner set pieces or fouls. You know, it's being called a little tight right now, so that's what you have to do.
By the way, you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 and 105.7 FM. We're also streaming the audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Thank you for watching our live video stream on our YouTube channel. Our thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being the signature streaming sponsor of our Alexandria Cardinals sports play-by-play. Foul on Little Falls means a free kick, and Sydney Kalina is going to send it toward the goal. Now a shot into traffic, and it comes through to the goalkeeper, Amber Johnson, and she'll end up making the save.
You get a little more on those. Those are the ones that are really tough because you're actually getting that screen kind of in a hockey sense,
sure,
where she doesn't necessarily see it coming off the foot.
Now the ball worked up the right side here. Alexandria's defensive backfield gains possession. Again, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, the Cardinals are flowing left to right here in this second half of play. Alexandria nothing, Little Falls nothing. Glenwood State Bank bringing you our scoreboard updates tonight. Now Ezrin Dahl trying to get open on the dribble. She's going to play it to Sydney Kalina. Then it comes to Leah Gresseth. Gresseth trying to get a lead pass ahead, and Johnson's going to come out. The Little Falls goalkeeper is going to scoop the ball up before Alexandria can get off a shot. And now a punt will be forthcoming here for the Flyers, Amber Johnson. It gets knocked down off the body of the Alexandria Cardinals, Maya Dutton. Now it's going to be played by Little Falls. The Flyers will look to set it up. It comes now toward Harper Moore. Again, Little Falls without its leading scorer, Rochelle Thompson, out indefinitely with an injury. She'll likely miss the remainder of the season. Now here comes the goalkeeper coming out, and Autumn Struck will scoop it as the ball kind of
squirted a little bit.
Yeah, but fortunately she was able to pounce on it. And then the ball moved out into the midfield third. Alexandria nothing, Little Falls nothing in this varsity girls soccer match. DMAC and Jeff James with the play-by-play. Now Esrindal trying to weave her way through traffic. Little Falls will clear, but the clearing attempt goes across the end line, and that's going to result in Alexandria's third corner kick of the match. So the Cardinals will see if this particular set piece can result in the first goal of the match. The corner kick will come from the opposite corner from where we're broadcasting here at Viking Bank Field. Third corner of the night, it's bent in front, and a header is up in the air, and it's knocked down. The goalkeeper Johnson can't control it. Alexandria is going to maintain possession. Over along the far sideline, the Cardinals were trying to keep it in play. Now Little Falls looking to regain control. Harper Moore's going to play it up into the middle of the field. Now it's going to be knocked down by one of the Cardinal defenders, Nora Ernest. Still 0-0. Pass intended for Gresseth. That's going to be broken up. Now Ernest will control here. She'll quickly throw it in after Little Falls cleared it out. Alexandria and the Little Falls Flyers scoreless. Now Caden Zimmerman trying to go with a crossing attempt here. Little Falls is going to play it wide. Now taking it here for the Alexandria Cardinals, that will be Ellie Homelvig. Now back out. Homelvig swinging a pass into the middle of the field. An opportunity as one of the Cardinal players goes on the dribble. Now a shot attempt, and that's going to be a little bit wide. And the result will be a goal kick here for Little Falls. We're going to take a 30-second break as we hear a message from one of our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage. Second half in varsity girls soccer on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Little Falls and Alexandria remain scoreless.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
As we come back to action, a nice cross here led to a scoring chance for Esrindal right on the keeper, Amber Johnson. The ball popped up, and then she was able to pluck it out of the air to make a fourth save in the match, and that's probably the most important save that she has made tonight. Again, Esrindal averaging more than a goal a game. In this, the 14th match of the year, she leads the Cardinals in scoring with 17 goals. So we are still scoreless now into minute number 53 of tonight's match.
You just feel like, DMAC, it's getting closer. You know, it's
right.
Getting closer.
Yep.
It's a matter of time.
Alexandria will bring Ava Anderson back onto the pitch, and Stella Holig will re-enter for Little Falls. Yeah, I get the feeling, it's kind of like, the Cardinals are continuing to do work. They're spending a little more time in the attacking end and, obviously putting more shots on the goal or at least at the goal.
Right.
So let's see if they can continue that here as we remain scoreless. Now the Cardinals work it into the middle of the field here And now a challenge, and here is an opportunity. And on the dribble, the shot got blocked. Sydney Kalina gets it back. She's going to play it back now to her teammate. I believe this is Lexi Bergs. Bergs now to Emma Laurent. She'll take a shot, and that got deflected. It comes over into the near corner, and Alexandria not.
A corner.
We'll get a corner kick.
You have to get a corner out of those.
Yep, and that's what the Cardinals were able to do. Ava Anderson able to knock the ball off a Little Falls player. So the Cardinals will get their 4th corner kick of the night and the 3rd this half. I believe it's going to be Ellie Homelvig to take this corner kick for Alexandria. It comes in front. A one-timer, save made. So again, Alexandria able to get a shot off the corner kick, but again, Little Falls able to clear it away, and the ball's going to go out along the far side. When will that first goal of the match come? It seems like Alexandria is getting the better scoring opportunities since halftime, but we remain scoreless. D-Mac and JJ, Jeff James bringing you live play-by-play of Alexandria Cardinal girls soccer. We're at the Alexandria Area High School Stadium, and the match being played at Viking Bank Field.
A little less. The other thing, too, that I'm noticing with Alexandria, at least, is a little less substitutions. You know, maybe because it's cooler, maybe because he feels like these girls have a good thing going right now. They're putting some good pressure in.
Yep, Bergs is able to swing a pass to the right side over into the direction of Ava Anderson. Now it's going to come across. The crossing attempt knocked down by Bergs. Bergs is going to play it to one of her teammates. Then it's going to come back into the direction of Lexi Bergs, but a challenge here, and Little Falls comes away with it. Ashlyn Inwards trying to work it up the field now. Now we're going to have a ball that's going to come through back into the Alexandria end, and goalkeeper Autumn Struck will just wait for the ball to roll to the edge of the penalty box area, and then she'll scoop it up and punt the ball away. Still 0-0 as we're now into minute number 56 of tonight's match. Another long ball comes Struck's way, but again, Little Falls' scoring opportunity is a bit more limited here in the second half. Shots on goal, so these would be saves by the opposing team's goalie. Alexandria with 3 and Little Falls with 1 this half alone. So shots on goal for the game, 3 for the Flyers, 5 for the Alexandria Cardinals. But still no goals for either side. Now working on the dribble up the right side here is Ava Anderson for the Alexandria Cardinals. Trying to get a pass across. Reese Becker steps in, breaks things up. Now it's going to come. Here's Alexandria gaining control once again. Ava Anderson challenging for possession, but now Little Falls is going to come away with it. Pass up the left side here by Ellen Youngberg. Deflected by the Alexandria Cardinals. And now we're going to have a stoppage. It looks like a foul here on the Flyers, resulting in a free kick for Alexandria. And this free kick will come about 60 yards away from the Little Falls goal. And it's going to be put in play here by Homelvig. And that gets broken up, but now Emma Laurent will get it back. Ellie Homelvig now swings it over, and now Lexi Bergs has it. It's going to be played back to one of her teammates on the left side of the defensive backfield. Now into the middle of the field. We're taking it here is Aria Fremming for the Cardinals. Now ahead, Laurent challenging for possession, but Little Falls has a couple of defenders on her. And now the Cardinals regain possession. Short pass into the middle of the field here, intended for Sydney Kalina, and it's intercepted. And now it's going to come up the left side. Youngberg with it for Little Falls. Now she tried to steer it ahead. That gets broken up. Emma Laurent with it back here. Now the Cardinals will try to get into some formation. Kalina playing it over to the left side, over toward, I believe, Warzeka. Now a crossing attempt in front for Dahl, and Dahl had it go off her foot, and then it rolled toward the keeper, Amber Johnson, who will scoop the ball up and make the save. Now a punt in the air, and it's going to take a bounce on the field turf. And Alexandria will look to maintain possession here. It's Emma Laurent getting to it for the Cardinals. Now coming through. A little through ball attempt here by the Cardinals. Sidney Kalina gets broken up. Dahl will send it back to Laurent. Emma Laurent now steering it over toward Lexi Bergs. Bergs in the middle of the field, possessing. Now trying to connect with one of her teammates, but Little Falls will clear it away. Still no score, now into minute number 59 of tonight's match. So we're approaching the midpoint of this second half here at the Alexandria Area High School Stadium on a magnificent evening to be outdoors. I don't know if any fans brought hooded sweatshirts or jackets to the game tonight. Short sleeve weather for certain. Now a scramble here, and Little Falls is unable to control along the end line, and Alexandria is going to be awarded a corner kick here.
Another corner, another set piece.
This will be the fifth corner of the night. Nora Steidel, Caden Zimmerman, all coming in for Alexandria. And I believe another substitution who came in will take this corner for the Alexandria Cardinals. Again, trying to break the scoreless tie. And Ezrin Dahl works it in front. A header goes a little bit wide. Oh, I think it found Emma Laurent in front, so nice idea there, but the Cardinals were not able to get that first score. Let's take a 30-second break. Again, Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity girls soccer. Alexandria and Little Falls remain scoreless.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Our varsity girls soccer match on Alexandria Senior Night remains scoreless as we're now a little more than midway through the second half. The 61st minute of our match is now underway. We welcome you to our coverage tonight, whether you're watching on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube or doing the old school method, as I like to say, and listening to the broadcast on KXRA Radio or through your Voice of Alexandria app. My name is Dave McClurg. I've got Jeff James as my broadcast partner, and J.P. Boleen from the Alexandria Area High School class of 2018. Now your main man in the morning on today's hit music station, Z99.3. You can check out JP's stuff on the air weekday mornings between 6 and 10. But tonight, he's behind the camera as our videographer for our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage. Special thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play. Ball gets sent into the end of as Little Falls is looking to attack, and the Cardinals will use the sideline, playing the ball out over along the far side, so Little Falls will be awarded a throw-in here. Again, we do not have overtime for regular season matches, so once we complete the full 80 minutes of time, that will be the game. Now Little Falls looking for the opportunity to get a crossing pass. It gets broken up. Now in front, Becker trying to locate on the dribble. The ball rolls toward the goalkeeper. Autumn struck, and she'll smother it in front of her. So Little Falls was not able to get off a shot to try to net that first elusive goal of the night. The punt away by Struck, and it's played up in the air. Emma Laurent trying to get it further ahead now to Ezrin Dahl. Now Laurent on the dribble, trying across for Dahl. Dahl has it, then it comes back to Laurent. Laurent 25 yards away from the goal line. Now got bothered by a Little Falls player. Now it's going to be a shot attempt, and that's going to go a little bit wide. And we'll have a free kick here. Evidently that last shot did not count. A foul called on Alexandria. So Little Falls awarded the free kick. And this will be Elise Frudenrich taking this free kick. Bounces over the head of an Alexandria defender, but the Cardinals now have Nora Ernest back, and she'll redirect the ball up ahead toward Nora Steidel. Steidl looking to play it to the left side toward Mila Warzeka. Now it's up the left side. Cardinals working it back into the attack zone. Mila Warzeka trying to spot the ball for a possible crossing pass. Little Falls will play it out of bounds along the far side. Quick throw in for Alexandria. Now the ball out. This time it's going to be off Alexandria, so the Flyers will have the throw in. And now Little Falls will make some player substitutions. Stella Holig re-enters. Reese Becker is back in. Ellen Youngberg back in. And I believe Gabrielle Schilling will re-enter. Alexandria, I believe, made one player substitution there. And, out of that, I neglected to note who that was. But the player going to the bench for a little bit of a rest here is Mila Warzeka.
I think it was Grayseth, wasn't it?
Leah Gresseth.
Leah Gresseth.
Yeah, I think that was. So, very good. Thank you for being the extra eyes in the sky.
It's not even the shoes. I actually saw the number that time.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's a lot of the Alexandria players do have a unique color of shoes, but some of them are almost peach or pink in colors. So.
Right.
A little more difficult to distinguish. Now we've got a shot attempt. I believe that got deflected off Little Falls across the end line, and Alexandria is going to be awarded a corner kick here. This will be the 5th corner of the half for Alexandria. Now Coach Luis Moreno is going to bring Mercedes Bravo Hess back into the game as Lexi Bergs will check out. And the corner kick will come from the opposite side. This may be Ezrin Dahl trying to direct it toward the net or bend it in. It comes across the mouth of the goal, and it's going to bounce across the end line. I don't believe it was touched, and we'll have a goal kick coming up here as Little Falls will look to play it away. And now we'll have a substitution. Ava Anderson will leave. It was not Ezrin Dahl that took that last corner kick because she just came in as a substitution for Alexandria. So the goal kick away, and Emma Laurent is going to play it over to the right side here. Now Little Falls trying to get possession back. Now the Cardinals' McKinley Helsher will send it into the direction of Dahl. Dahl on the dribble, back to Helsher. Ball comes through. Little Falls is going to clear it back out. Now it's going to be played ahead here by Ava Anderson. Now a shot, and it finds the back of the net! And Alexandria is going to get on the board.
Was that Caden Zimmerman?
I think it may have been Caden Zimmerman. Let's, for our YouTube audience, check that out again as Quality Real Estate brings you the instant replay. And Alexandria is on the board here in minute number 66 of the second half. And we're waiting to get
I'm pretty sure it was Caden.
Yeah, the clarification. I think it will be the senior captain, Caden Zimmerman, who gets the goal. And that comes in minute number 66. And I think we're going to make that our Culver's play of tonight's game. Culver's Restaurant, welcome to Delicious. Congratulations to senior Caden Zimmerman being honored as our Culver's play of the game for netting the goal to break the scoreless tie here in the second half. So Alexandria has taken a 1-0 lead. And that goal coming in the 66th minute of the match. Free kick now for the Alexandria Cardinals. Dahl trying to locate it, but Little Falls has it. Now it's going to be played back into the midfield third. Now it's going to be Estella Holig trying to play it up ahead. And now we've got defenseman Mercedes Bravo Hess trying to get to it, and it's going to be cleared out. We're going to go to another 30-second break here. Second half in varsity girls soccer on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria leads Little Falls 1-0.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Play continues on at Viking Bank Field at Alexandria Area High School, where the Cardinal girls soccer team has a 1-0 lead on the Caden Zimmerman goal in minute number 66. Alexandria possessing the ball. Sydney Kalina sending it toward Mercedes Bravo Hess. Then it comes across over into the direction of Nora Steidel. Now further to the left side, and it will be cleared out. Little Falls will have the possession. So now the visiting Flyers have a little more than 12 minutes of game time to work to try to seek and find that equalizing goal. Here's a ball sent ahead toward the keeper, and it's going to be scooped up here by the sophomore goalkeeper, Amber Johnson. And she will punt the ball away. Now Mercedes Bravo Hess will redirect the ball ahead with a header pass. Now it's working through the middle of the field. Harper Moore trying to gain control, but the Cardinals have it back. Now a short pass comes into the direction of McKinley Helscher. Helscher steering it over toward the right side for Zimmerman. Nice diagonal pass toward Ezrin Dahl. Dahl about 25 yards out with the ball on the dribble. She'll feed it to Helscher. Helscher's shot deflected, and this will go, I think it's going to be out on the sideline. Boy, I tell you, if that took a bounce to the left, it would have gone across the end line, and I think it took a side bounce to the right, meaning a throw-in.
It's so hard to see with that little post down there, whether or not it squeaks out on the end line or not.
So a throw-in here for the Alexandria Cardinals deep in the attacking end. Alexandria with a 1-0 lead in this girls' soccer match. Here's a crossing attempt. Ezrin Dahl trying to get to it, and she takes the shot that got deflected. Again, Little Falls doing a nice job at making sure that Ezrin Dahl doesn't get a lot of clean looks at the net. She is a dynamic scorer for the Alexandria Cardinals. Sydney Kalina tried to play the ball forward, and it's going to be sent out off of the Flyers, and it'll be a throw-in here. Ellie Homelvig will get it in, and now the Flyers will clear it out. So another throw-in here for Alexandria. Cardinals trying to gain their 9th win of the year. It would be a 4th in a row if Alexandria can hold on to this lead or build on the lead. Now here is Zimmerman trying to possess, and then Little Falls plays it away. Cardinals able to get it back. Alexandria 1, Little Falls no score. Now a ball in deep, crossing attempt by Zimmerman in front. Ball caroming around, and it's going to be played wide. Now Little Falls trying to steer it away from their own end, and the Flyers do a nice job with some short passes to play it back into the midfield third. Now Nora Ernest trying to possess the ball here for the Alexandria Cardinals. Her pass to the right side broken up. Now into the 71st minute of tonight's match. Oh my, Nora Ernest got shoved to the pitch there. And Ernest a little bit slow. She seems to be favoring her left knee right at the moment here. And Britt Ludwig from Heartland Orthopedic Specialists is going to come out and check to make sure that Nora Ernest is okay. But, in the act of aggression there to try to gain possession of the ball, the foul will be called on Samantha Von Berg. And while Nora Ernest is being tended to, I think we're going to take our final 30-second break during play-by-play. We're in the second half in the 71st minute. And on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria in varsity girls soccer leads Little Falls 1-0.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
An official stoppage in play as an Alexandria player, Nora Ernest, is being attended to right now. And again, a little bit slow in getting up. Looks like she's up on her own power. Again, I think she got struck in the knee there. And looks like she's walking slowly over toward the Alexandria bench. She is helped up onto her feet by both Britt Ludwig and the head coach Luis Moreno. And Nora Ernest, it looks like she's going to be okay, but she'll head to the bench as Alexandria will make a player substitution. As Maya Dutton will be on the pitch here, and Alexandria awarded the free kick, as this will be coming in the midfield area. Now this one is going to go through. It's sent deep, and now Little Falls will try to play the ball wide in the defensive end. Alexandria tracking it down. Now along the side, the Cardinals have it. A crossing attempt broken up, and Little Falls will redirect it back into the midfield area. Now one of the Cardinal players, I think it was Maya Dutton, got down on the turf, and we had a stoppage here.
I think she played it from the ground. I think in high school, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit removed from high school, but
right,
you can't play it while you're on the ground.
So a stoppage there, and Little Falls gets the free kick. We're into minute number 72 of this match. Alexandria seeking a fourth consecutive win, and right now the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead. Ball gets played by Little Falls across the end line in the attacking end. So we'll have a goal kick here for the Alexandria Cardinals. Again, the lone scorer of the night coming in minute number 66 of the match, senior captain Caden Zimmerman. One of 9 seniors that were in the starting lineup for Alexandria Area High School senior night. Caden Zimmerman scores that goal in the 66th minute to break the scoreless tie. Now it'll be a throw-in here. Ellen Youngberg gets it in. Now a challenge for possession here. Ellie Homelvig trying to work it ahead. Now the Flyers get it back. And Little Falls closing out its regular season tonight. And now we've got a ball that gets played out. It'll be a throw-in for Alexandria. If we have a decision that is a victory, the team that wins tonight will get its 9th win of the year. Now a long ball racing ahead. Ezrin Dahl trying to track it down, and I think we had a stoppage here, maybe a foul on Alexandria in the battle for possession. Coach Scott Oriens is going to make a substitution as he's going to bring Reese Becker back into the game. I think Raya Sherwood checking out. And I think at the next opportunity, Avery Julke will re-enter for the Flyers. Again, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, Little Falls is wearing the light-colored jersey tops. The school colors at Little Falls Community High School are purple and white. Alexandria school colors are red and black. So the Cardinals wearing the dark jerseys, dark shorts, white numerals, and on the front and the back. Here's a shot, knocked down by the goalkeeper, as I think that was Nora Steidel who struck that one from about 25 yards away, but the save made by Amber Johnson. And I tell you, Jeff, Amber Johnson's really made some nice saves. Alexandria's had some quality scoring chances here in this second half. I think Little Falls very fortunate. It's only a 1-0 game right now.
Yeah, right. And, you know, they're those difficult where is it going to come in under that the crossbar or not? It's very hard for those keepers to make sure that they're punching that out.
The ball played out of bounds. I think Little Falls will trigger it in. We're now under 6 minutes remaining in regulation time, so 75th minute of the match is continuing. Right now it's Alexandria 1, Little Falls no score. The only scoring coming here in the second half. Senior captain Caden Zimmerman netting the goal for the Cardinals. Now the ball played ahead. Here's Ezrin Dahl sending it back toward Nora Steidel. Now a lead ball up the left side. And now Little Falls has a defender back, but she doesn't clear it out properly. It's going to be cleared by Madison Whitford across the end line rather than the sideline. So it's going to be a corner kick for Alexandria. This will be the 6th corner kick this half for the Cardinals, 7th overall in the match. Little Falls has just 1 corner kick tonight, and that was in the first half. Now the ball bent in. It's up in the air. Knocked to the turf. The Cardinals trying to control. Bergs is going to send it back to the left side. Now a crossing attempt, and that's going to spin across the end line and result in a goal kick here for the Flyers. We will feature more Alexandria soccer play-by-play next week. We'll have the Cardinal boys soccer team's opening round match in the Section 8 AAA tournament Tuesday night. We presume that will be at Viking Bank Field in Alexandria, as Phil Pham's Alexandria Cardinals should be getting a number 2 seed or possibly a number 3. Right now, Alexandria in the QRF comparative scores, number 2 behind Buffalo in the boys Section 8 AAA soccer standings. If you're a top 4 seed, you would play a first-round game at home Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, Alexandria's girls soccer team begins postseason play. I'm anticipating that the Cardinals, in spite of having a winning record, may end up on the road to start the section tournament next Wednesday. The dates for the Section 8 AAA girls soccer tournament are October 8th, 11th, and 14th. The dates for the Section 8 AAA boys soccer tournament are October 7th, 9th, and 14th. So section finals in both girls soccer and boys soccer will be on the same night on October 14th. And I believe in Section 8 AAA, it's the high seed that gets to host. So if you've got a number 1 seed that gets all the way to the section final, then that team would be at home to try to win a state tournament berth. Now we're going to have a substitution, as we're going to have Mila Warzeka re-entering for the Alexandria Cardinals here in the 77th minute of the match. I know Nora Steidel was being looked at down below, and she's going to walk over to the Alexandria bench. Leah Gresseth will check out here for the Alexandria Cardinals. If Alexandria goes on to win and only scores 1 goal, then this will be a 4th consecutive shutout for Alexandria. It's interesting because there was that stretch in September. Alexandria lost 3 straight matches, all by shutout. And now Alexandria's won 3 straight, all by shutout, and leads this one 1-0. Little Falls looking for the scoring opportunity. It might come here. It will, as the save is going to be made, as it's Harper Moore who put the shot on the goalkeeper, Autumn Struck. And Struck is able to make the save. 78th minute of the match is in progress. So now we have less than 3 minutes remaining until full time is achieved here at Alexandria Area High School. It's Alexandria 1, Little Falls no score. Cardinals racing the other way. Here comes Warzeka trying a cross, but that's intercepted now by Little Falls. The Flyers will play it out. Alexandria would like to stay on the attack here. Here's a shot coming through right on the goalkeeper, and Johnson will make the save. It will be her 7th in tonight's match out of 8 Alexandria shots on goal. 6 of those 8 shots on goal have come since intermission. So it's really been a strong second half performance for the Alexandria Cardinals. I think Finley Erickson now getting some time on the field here for the Cardinals. She was one of the 9 seniors honored as part of Alexandria Senior Night before tonight's varsity match. Now here comes Stella Holig back in for Little Falls. Addison Leffler had some time on the pitch, but now she checks out. Here's Ezrin Dahl gaining control on the dribble. She'll play it over toward Nora Steidel. Steidel got stopped, still has it on the dribble. Now playing it to Lexi Bergs. Bergs back out. Alexandria playing a little bit of keep away here. Again, time more and more becoming an ally for Alexandria, which has the 1-goal lead, and we're about to move into the 80th and final minute of tonight's match. The Cardinals seeking a 4th consecutive win, and if achieved, Alexandria would be 9-5 on the year with 1 regular season match to go. Now the free kick, actually, it comes on the goalkeeper and now cleared away as the Cardinals were able to put some pressure on. And now the ball over along the near side, and it will be out, and I think Little Falls will have a throw-in, but the Flyers need to get busy. They are running out of time, just a half a minute remaining. Ball is going to be at the edge of the midfield third, but Alexandria is going to keep it on the Flyers side. Now we're going to have a stoppage here, and I think we had a whistle, and
a second ball came in flying from someplace.
So that will stop play with 21 seconds to go, and then I think we're going to have a free kick as play gets resumed. And I think they want some additional time put on the clock here. So I think they want 5 extra seconds put up on the board, so that will mean 26 seconds here of time, and Alexandria will have possession once the official puts the ball on the turf. And the Cardinals will have the opportunity to strike it or pass the ball around. And now it is put in play, and here is Sydney Kalina sending one toward the net. It goes wide, and it's going to be played over to the far sideline and out. And Little Falls will have a chance to play it in, but again, time running out on the visitors. Ball's going to be kept on the Flyers' side. Little Falls now with the long ball as we get to the closing seconds of this match. Now a long ball up the right side. Little Falls will try to get one more shot, and it will not come. It's a successful senior night for the Alexandria Varsity girls soccer team. They post a shutout win, and that's 4 in a row for Luis Moreno's Alexandria Cardinals, who now stand at 9-5 on the year. Little Falls will go into the postseason with a record of 8-6-2. The Flyers will be at home to begin the Section 8 AA tournament next week. But this one has gone final on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. The final, Alexandria 1, Little Falls 0. And Alexandria now has strung together 4 consecutive wins going into the regular season finale at Brainerd Saturday afternoon. That will do it for our play-by-play, but we invite you to stick around. We are moments away from getting rolling with our post-match coverage presented to you by Juttner Motors of Alexandria after we enjoy these words on our latent media platforms by our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Better water starts with Eco Water. Get started today and discover Eco Water's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
At Viking Bank Field on the Alexandria area high school campus, the Cardinals girls soccer team closes out their regular season home schedule on a winning note. One of the seniors, the 9 that were recognized before the game tonight, one actually scored the only goal of the game. That was senior captain Caden Zimmerman, getting a pass in the 66th minute and getting her shot past the goalkeeper Amber Johnson. That stood up as the lone goal and the game winner as Alexandria gets the 1-0 victory. Welcome to our Jutner Motors post-match coverage as it's being brought to you by our friends at Jutner Motors in Alexandria. Jutner Motors is your best price dealer featuring Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Lincoln, Ford, and Chrysler. Again, a big thank you to Jake, Joe, and the crew at Jutner Motors for presenting our post-match coverage. If you are watching on YouTube, I believe our videographer, J.P. Boleen, is focusing the camera on the 9 seniors that are being recognized. I believe the first one that was recognized was Mercedes Bravo Hess. And now Finley Erickson getting recognized, and there's a little photo opportunity with a gift presentation and flowers to each one of the 9 seniors for tonight's senior night event. And Jeff James, we had the opportunity in between the break. It was fun to see Amy Carinta.
Yeah.
Of course, she was kind of an event supervisor tonight. It had to be a little bit strange kind of watching a team that she helped to mold and shape for a number of years, initially as a head coach, then later on as an assistant for Tom Roos, and then back to being a head coach and everything. And she was the one that remarked, so appropriate that a senior ends up scoring the lone goal for Alexandria.
Right, that's always special. I mean, it's for a lot of these girls, it could be the last few games, depending on how sections go and whether or not they make it to state. But what a better memory, for Caden Zimmerman to put that one in on senior night and give her team the win. It's really special for these girls because, I've been through this and I'm going to go through it again in a little over a month. And, I'm a big believer in playing until they tell you can't play anymore. So if any of these girls can continue on and play in college, I'm a big believer. It's you only get to do this for a short amount of time when you talk about your life, and these are special moments.
And I know that you've been following the collegiate scene, especially in the MIAC, being that your daughter Kylie is part of the Concordia women's soccer team up there. Have you noticed some familiar names and familiar faces that are playing at other schools in the MIAC, whether they're Alexandria graduates or graduates from other schools in the conference or even in the section?
Yeah, there's quite a few girls actually that are around. There's several that I know from the Brainerd area. Several are playing with Kylie from the Brainerd area. You have Ella Shin out of Wilmer who's playing up at Concordia. You have several that are playing at McAllister from the Grand Rapids area. So there's quite a few, and I think you're seeing more of that because I think, specifically the Central Lakes Conference is just getting better. or even you talk about Bemidji. There's a karate girl that is up in Concordia right now, and she's as a freshman playing quite a bit up front. So you're seeing more and more of that, of the schools that we see that kind of in history have been like flyover, but I think the success of the Central Lakes and the success of our section has made it a lot more apparent for coaches to come and look at these girls.
Again, the 9 seniors of the Alexandria Cardinals all being recognized. We'll share their names with you. Players that getting the special post-game recognition include Mackenzie Huey, along with Finley Erickson, Mercedes Bravo Hess, Lily Dutton, Ellie Homelvig, Grace Krauser, Sydney Kalina, along with Caden Zimmerman and Nora Steidel. Again, Zimmerman, Kalina, and Lily Dutton are the tri-captains for the 2025 Alexandria Cardinals. Each one is being saluted by the Alexandria Cardinal faithful in attendance, and they're getting the TLC from the public address announcer here at Alexandria Area High School Stadium, that being Tim Ernest, as the Cardinals gain the 1-0 victory. And for Alexandria, that's now 4 consecutive wins, all by shutout. And Alexandria now stands at 9-5 on the year. Regarding the game itself, Jeff James, how did you see this unfolding? We had the opportunity to have some banter during our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. I got the feeling that Alexandria, I thought, did a nice job, and maybe this was some of the halftime adjustments, but playing more on the Little Falls side of the field, that it seemed like the better scoring chances, the more numerous scoring chances went Alexandria's way after halftime.
Right, and I think it came from maybe there was a little conversation with Coach in the locker room saying we need to pick it up a little bit, but you definitely saw that offensive third was owned by Alexandria, and Little Falls did one heck of a job keeping this at 1-0. Especially, the goalkeeper from Little Falls. She did an amazing job, but Alexandria, it was kind of one of those things where we talked about it. It felt like it was coming. The amount of set pieces that they had, the shots, the quality of shots. And I think the big focus for Little Falls was on Ezra Dahl. So it was one of those things where we're saying, Little Falls is saying we're gonna take Ezra Dahl away, and you figure out who else is gonna do it. And Caden Zimmerman came up big tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? That's probably a very good lesson for the Alexandria Cardinals as they get set for Section 8 AAA. Whether they play Elk River or whether they play Bemidji or maybe even Brainerd in the opening round of the section tournament next week. Brainerd's very well aware of Ezra Dahl, but if people from Elk River or Bemidji may take a look at our live stream channel on YouTube or whatever, and see the video and everything like that, and see what Little Falls was able to do to try to disrupt Ezra Dahl from getting a lot of touches and as a result a lot of scoring opportunities. They may try to adopt that for themselves when they play Alexandria in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're gonna focus in on that. Coaches are gonna see right away that they have a very formidable scorer up top in Ezra Dahl. But, I see this as being a very well-rounded attack here. There were shots coming from a multitude of people during this second half for sure. So it is something that you're going to have to learn, and how do we do it without her? But I have a very strong feeling, though, that Ezra Dahl isn't going to allow that to happen, too, as the season goes on.
You are enjoying the Jartner Motors post-match coverage on the radio. You're listening to it on KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. We also have the audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. The post-match senior night festivities have wrapped up, so hopefully we're going to try to have a player come upstairs and join us during our final segment of our Jartner Motors post-match report here on our latent media platforms. We thank you for watching our coverage on YouTube tonight. Again, the majority of our play-by-play broadcast during the fall season. Not only can you listen to them on the radio, but you can watch the majority of them on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. A big thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for sponsoring our streaming coverage. Integrity Title is the signature streaming sponsor of our live video that we have on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Again, the final, Alexandria over Little Falls 1-0. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have some additional comments to share, including the revelation of our Culver's play of the game, hopefully a player interview as well, all straight ahead as our Jottner Motors post-match coverage rolls on KXRA Radio with the additional viewing opportunity on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Jottner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jottner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
A happy outcome on this Thursday evening at the Alexandria Area High School Stadium, where the Cardinal varsity girls soccer team concludes its regular season home schedule with a 1-0 victory over Little Falls. Caden Zimmerman, one of the three senior captains for the Cardinals, scored the lone goal of the match. It came in minute number 66, and that would stand up as the game winner, as the Cardinals goalkeeper Autumn Struck was able to keep all the shots in front of her. She didn't get tested out all that much. Little Falls was able to put 7 shots at the Cardinal goal, and Struck made 4 saves on the night, so that's a good thing there. And then Alexandria, by comparison, 13 shots at the goal, and 11 of those came in the second half. And out of those 13 shots at the goal, 8 were on goal, requiring the goalkeeper Amber Johnson to make the save. The one that she did not make a save on was Caden Zimmerman's shot in minute number 66. That broke the scoreless tie and gave Alexandria the 1-goal lead, and ultimately that would be the margin of victory, as the Cardinals now stand at 9-5 on the year with 1 regular season match remaining. Meanwhile, the Little Falls Flyers conclude their regular season with a record of 8 wins, 6 defeats, and 2 ties. The Flyers will have a home game coming up next week in the Section 8 AA tournament. And I believe we are going to be joined by one of the captains of the Alexandria varsity girls soccer team for our final segment of our post-match coverage. And that is the player that scored the winning goal tonight, the only goal of the match. And that is Caden Zimmerman. As you're watching on the YouTube channel, it's Jeff James off to the right, D-Mac in the middle, and Caden off to our left. And Caden, first of all, congratulations. How good does it feel to celebrate senior night with a victory?
It feels amazing. It was hard first half. We weren't playing how we should have, but as soon as we got into the second half, we cleared what was blocking us in the first half. We restarted, and the goal sparked us, and we just kept on pushing from there. It's fueled our fire.
Yeah, excellent. I really thought your team seemed to be the more aggressive one in the second half, where the first half almost seemed like a little bit of a standoff. I think JJ was mentioning during the broadcast, it seems like the teams are kind of feeling each other out here, and that surprisingly went on for basically the first 40 minutes. I don't know if you can get into graphic detail on what was discussed with Coach Moreno and the assistants and the players, but what was the message at halftime?
That we just weren't playing to the level that we wanted, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Everyone on the team understood that we weren't meeting the level. We were right here, we needed to be up here, and Luis told us that, and it was probably the best information that we needed. It sparked us 100%. Luis definitely said the right words at the right time, which definitely helped us push it.
Caden, I'll probably have a couple of other questions for you, but I want to let my broadcast partner, Jeff James, visit with you for a few moments. He'll probably share some of his observations and maybe a question or two as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, Caden, one of the things that I talked to D-Mac about this early on, and unfortunately, both teams this season, the boys and the girls, have both had coaching changes. What do you see with your leadership as a senior and the other seniors that you've had? Because I see the continuity being so good, even though you had a coaching change. What part do you feel like you and your fellow seniors played in that?
We understood that the coaching change was going to be hard for us. Definitely with Amy's loss, it was weird. A lot of differences in coaching styles and everything, and all the seniors, not just the ones on varsity, ones on JV, knew that they had to step up and be the player to help Luis and the other coaches figure out the new shift with all the new players coming in. We had a lot of girls, a lot of freshmen in this year, so all the seniors knew that they had to step up and help with the coaching. Not that the coaches did anything bad, but we understood that we needed to step up and help a little bit at the beginning of the year.
And now that we're getting close to the end, and I'm not saying that there isn't a great section tournament and a state tournament on your guys' horizon, but what are your plans? Do you want to play soccer in college? Is it a school thing? Do you have any ideas? Any feelers out?
This has definitely been a question I've been asked a lot, and I definitely put a lot of thought into it. But I just don't think I'm going to continue after high school, which makes it a little bit more bitter.
Right.
But after this year, I think I'm done, and I'm going to miss it 100%, but I think my time is going to come when the high school season
I can see it's getting emotional for you.
Yeah,
We'll stay away from that from now.
Well, I hope I don't turn you even more emotional to set off the waterworks or anything like that. But being bestowed the captain's honor, I believe it's you and Sydney Kalina and Lily Dutton that are the tri-captains. What does that say, when your teammates think as highly of you as they do, that you end up being a tri-captain here in your senior year?
It feels amazing. Freshman year, I saw the senior captains, and I was like, wow, they lead really well. And I was like, that is what I want to do. And this is my second year being a captain, not varsity. I was JV captain last year, and it definitely helped me prep me, but it feels great that the younger girls look up to me how they do, and I wouldn't say want to be like me, but I hope walk in my shoes and be like I was.
Do you feel that some of the leadership that you and Lily and Sydney show, just by example, just working hard in practice and, being attentive and, keeping a good spirit around the team, do you feel that those are some of your characteristics?
Yeah, there's definitely been some push and pull in some of the practices, a little bit of argument, but we bring it together, we calm down, we know when we need to be captains, and when we work together, it is very efficient. And the loss of Lily definitely stumped us, but me and Sydney did our best, and Lily on the bench is amazing. I loved working with those girls, and I look forward to see what they can do in the future.
We are getting together here with Caden Zimmerman from the Alexandria Cardinal girls soccer team, our quality Toyota Cardinal athlete player of tonight's match. Caden, I know you've got the regular season finale over in Brainerd on Saturday. Really a second look at the Warriors before you start sections next week. What do you feel needs to go different this time in Brainerd? I know the Warriors came down here and got a win back in the early part of September, I think.
I think that our game plan, we need to stay communicating and talking and passing. I understand that Brainerd's kind of a centered kind of playing team, so if we work good in the center together, we spread out, we do what we need to do in the center, we can work outsides, and we can see if we can push them off their feet a little bit and get an early goal on them, because I know that's going to knock them off their feet. So hoping that we can get a push.
Very good. We hope you can achieve that on Saturday. Best wishes. I know JJ and JP Bolin and I will be covering your playoff match next week, wherever that might happen to be on Wednesday night. But, Caden, we're going to ask you to hang around after we wrap up our broadcast. I wanted to talk to you a little bit off the air, if that's okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Very good. That's Caden Zimmerman, our quality Toyota Cardinal athlete player of tonight's match. She would score the lone goal as Alexandria prevails over the Little Falls Flyers 1-0. Victory number 4 in succession for Alexandria, and the Cardinals are now at 9-5 with one regular season match to go. Big thanks to Jartner Motors for sponsoring our post-match coverage. Thanks to the other boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports programming who helped to bring you our play-by-play. Our next broadcast will be Prep Football on Friday night. You'll be able to enjoy that on all of the Leighton Media platforms. Bemidji at Alexandria for week number 6. We'll be on the air with the Jartner Motors pregame show around 6:30 Friday night. Tim Zupfer will join me for the coverage. Play-by-play will follow at 7. You can watch it on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube or listen on KXRA Radio. Jackson has been our KXRA studio engineer. For our videographer, J.P. Bolin, and my broadcast partner, Jeff James, Dave McClurg wishing you a good night from Viking Bank Field in Alexandria, where the Cardinal girls soccer team defeats Little Falls 1-0.